Hey guys, Accountability Angel here, reporting from Peoria Heights, Illinois, right outside of Peoria. I was going to do Peoria PD, but I think I'm going to wait and hit that area at a different point. I just stumbled upon this one on my Google Maps, and that's where we headed. I don't exactly know how far it goes back. Oh, looks like the chief is not here. Parking for police business only. Hey, Top Ramen, will do. I'm not going to creep around that one because I'm really honestly not sure if that's part of the police department. This one looks pretty small, so I think it's going to be a fairly quick one. Well, actually, don't even listen to me because half the time they hold me up for half an hour just to get a complaint form. We're going to conduct a 1A, a compliance check, and a FOIA compliance check after we inspect all the beautiful cop cars. Look at that light. I don't know if I've seen one like that up front. Hey, Melissa. Did you guys have a good Memorial Day weekend? I'll tell you what. You don't know how great it was to be completely sober driving around at 3 in the morning or whatever time it was. I think that's my first Memorial Day in a while. Probably since I was pregnant. Oh, there's Illinois Tyrant Patrol. Yeah, I actually, after discussing with you, I decided to just nix Peoria PD completely for today. But you guys will hopefully be seeing me with Illinois Tyrant Patrol in the very near future. Super soon. Hey, Queen. Sean, I will. Top Ramen, you know what? I haven't had any barbecue at all this week, which is strange because normally I'm all down for that. Yeah, please do. I mean, they only have like 5 squads here right now, so there's not a whole lot to look at, but we're out here, so we're doing it. Because my drive home, what the hell is that?
Hey,
how you doing?
good, how are you?
Hey, what's this thing I saw?
That's a squad car.
No, what's your name, sir?
Deputy Chief Ahart.
Who?
Deputy Chief Ahart. What are you looking for?
Checking out my squad.
Your squad.
Yes, the People Squad.
Okay. People squad, huh?
Yes, sir.
What do you need inside of them?
You can tell me what this thing is. I was actually just wondering.
Which one?
This thing that looks like an ashtray shoved into a bunch of papers.
Ashtray shoved in the paper? I don't know. Yeah, everybody has their own stuff they carry with them. If they're a smoker, we don't allow them to smoke in cars.
That's why I wasn't sure. I wasn't quite sure if it was an ashtray or what.
Okay, is there anything else you need to know about the squad? You can walk around the squad cars. Usually we don't.
Is that not okay?
Well, I mean,
It's public property.
it's nice to ask.
I need to ask for permission to walk around a squad car.
Well, no, you need to, if you're filming inside of it.
You can film inside my car, right? From the outside. Oh, is that illegal?
No, we wouldn't do that. It's
Well, it's not if you would do it. It's whether it's legal or not.
making sure.
Is this a consensual encounter? Is it?
Yes, ma'am. You can do what you want. We're just making sure if people are around our squad cars, that's how they get damaged. We've had rocks thrown through them.
Oh, do I look like... I'm not throwing rocks. Don't you have a camera pointed right at me?
So you were throwing rocks at me.
Why'd you have to come out aggressive? Couldn't you be like, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Ask me what's up.
All right. Anything else you need, come feel free to pop in and ask.
Why, I do have a question. Hey. Well, I was going to ask him about the backwards flags, but apparently he's too busy being rude. That's their deputy chief, whatever he said. Not important. When I asked him if it was consensual, he giggled. You know why? Because he thought I was stupid. Picked the wrong one. Normally I don't like to give it up that quick, but apparently he picked up on it quickly. I know, I'm just going to film myself robbing him blind, right? And keep in mind, there's multiple cameras out here. He was aggressive. I'm going to have to ask him how I get a complaint form. He did. Like, what the hell, bro? Speak a little nicer. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, this is cute. Look at that. It's all glass. I don't know if you guys can tell. Yeah, the deputy chief told me to come ask him if I had more questions, and I had more questions.
You do?
Yes.
And what's your question, bud?
Well, about the squad cars, why are the flags backwards? I was curious as to if there's a reason they do that. I also need 2 FOIA request forms and an officer complaint form and someone to just explain whatever I need to do in regards to the complaint
What's the complaint, honey?
for against an officer.
Who's the officer?
I didn't want to discuss that at this point.
Well, have you dealt with somebody here?
Yeah, I need a complaint form.
And when was it, honey?
I don't want to discuss all that. I just wanted my form so I can fill it out when I'm comfortable. Neighborhood watch. It's kind of being weird on me. A police pension fund. Oh, they got a pretty small department. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Where is he? That's who we just met. Christopher Hart. Now they do got 1 female. Plus that lady. Let's see how long it takes him. He was pretty quick to come out to me before. Does this one not force you to put them in a bag? I noticed that most of them tell you got to put them in a bag, like a Ziploc bag, without the container. Look at. Just imagine being like a DV victim, rape victim, little kid. I mean, the kids wouldn't care probably, but sitting in that jail-looking seat. Tyrant Patrol, I will. Right at the very end.
Here's your forms, ma'am. Are you gonna fill them out here? Or just take them with you?
Probably my FOIA is. I don't feel comfortable with my complaint form here. But is there anything I need to know specifically about the process for the complaint?
No, the instructions are right there on the front, and then the paper you fill out is on the back. Or is the second page.
Mhm.
Okay?
Now, do I have to have it notarized? Can I
No.
No?
No.
Can it be anonymous?
No. They
What
will not
if-
accept anonymous.
They won't accept it at all?
Nope.
What if your officer's out there brutalizing women or something?
Well, then you need to come and tell us who that is. So we can
But you won't
consider
accept it if it's anonymous.
But we need to know.
Have you
who
heard
it
of
is.
retaliation for turning them in?
No, there's not gonna be here. There's not.
That's what everybody says.
Well, I am.
I mean, your deputy chief just came out all aggressive at me for no reason.
No,
You don't know, honey. You weren't out there. You weren't out there. So how are you telling me no?
Fill this out, ma'am, and then we'll.
I'm just curious how you know how he treated me outside.
Because he doesn't treat people like that.
So I have it on film, but
He
you're
just
telling me he
know what
didn't
you
do
were
that.
doing with the cars.
What?
He didn't know what you were doing around the cars.
Well, yeah. I don't know what you're doing standing right there, but I'm not going to treat you poorly.
And
You
I'm
know.
not treating you poorly either.
I didn't say you were.
Okay.
But do you understand what I'm saying? So I cannot tell them what the officer did without giving my name, date of birth, all that. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So if they're out here raping women,
They're not raping women.
well, you don't know what's going on.
Well-
You don't know. So you're telling me that there's no way that that's what they're doing.
Well, I don't think they are.
Okay. Well, you don't think, but does that mean anything?
Well, here's the deal. If I was going to file a complaint, I would put my name on it.
I don't, honey, no disrespect. I don't care what you would do. As a complainant, we're talking about what I'm trying to do to turn in a bad officer.
Deputy Chief, can you please come here?
We have questions about the complaints. Did you ask him about that flag?
Yes, I did.
Does he know?
It's because it's a American thing. It's because the American flag never goes in reverse.
Uh-huh.
So if it's going forward, it's going to go this way. You don't want the flag to go that way in reverse.
Oh, I
So they
see.
put it
I was
on.
wondering, I noticed it was like that on several cars, so I figured there was some sort of
She
reason.
wants to know, and I told her if she puts anonymous on this is not going to be taken care of.
Well, it depends on what it is. We'll talk to.
Well, that's what I was trying to get at, and then she told me that there's no way that an officer could be doing some pretty horrible things, which generally we'd like to believe, but as we all know, that's not true.
Okay, what I'm saying is we will address if it's a broad statement. I mean,
Nobody said it was a broad statement. I asked her, that telling her because of retaliation and such and being uncomfortable, because is there a... This is where I'm supposed to fill it out at?
everything is on there through the complaint form. Yep, there's directions.
Wait, where am I supposed to fill out my complaint itself?
There's another sheet of paper on the back, one of the two.
On just the back of this form that only asks for my information? Really? And that's how it gets filed here? Why?
It's our policy. That's how we do it.
And she said we do not have to have them notarized. Now, the problem is, what if the officer didn't give me his name and badge number?
There's a list right there. So everybody you would have dealt with should be right on that board.
And they're required to identify, correct?
They're officers?
Yeah.
I mean, if they're in the middle of a call. I mean,
Yeah, if they
don't
engage
just
with a
walk up.
citizen.
If they're on a domestic or something, sometimes they don't have time to walk up and say, I'm Officer so-and-so. Not
Yeah.
a traffic stop, yeah, they're required to say, I'm Officer so-and-so, the reason for your stop is.
Yeah, exactly. Now, what if they just approach me, say like how you did, and refuse to ID even though he's trying to engage with me?
No,
Is he allowed to?
I didn't use the ID, ma'am. I told you exactly who I was.
No, I didn't say
Okay.
you did. I'm just saying
Okay.
hypothetically. Okay, so I just write it on the back of this form that asks
Well,
for...
you can attach a piece of paper to it.
Do you have a piece of paper?
On the
I
back.
normally don't carry a bunch of paper in the car, but I'm definitely going to need more than one sheet.
Okay, I'll get you some paper.
Definitely.
Is that enough or do you need more?
That should be good.
Okay.
Now, how do I know they're going to actually accept it? Because she told me that they wouldn't and that none of your officers do anything bad, which hopefully that's true,
Okay.
obviously.
Okay, well, every complaint form comes to us, and we review each one of them.
By law, do you have to review them? Can you turn them away?
No, we don't turn any complaints away.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Well,
You
but
need
she
the
told me I
FOIA
couldn't do
also?
it anonymous. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
She told me I couldn't do it anonymously. Did I get 2 of those? Or can
That's
I-
a FOIA.
Can I have 2?
FOIAs?
Yeah.
For two, so you can put more than one report on there.
Is there space for it?
Yeah, or you can just put, if if you're dealing with a person or a ex-in-law or a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, you can put just your name and the other person's name on there. We'll give you a report that has to do with the 2 of you.
Okay, and so who is the chief in charge of this? Because do you
So-
see?
So the complaint forms come to me, and then if they warranty, then they get to the chief. If it's something I can handle, meet with you or the other, the officer, then I will do that. If it's something that, obviously, if it's a complaint about me, then it goes directly to the chief. It goes directly to him and he will deal with it that way. But any of the
Okay.
complaints that are about the officers, I get, and then they will be spoken to, and I'll reach back out to the complainant themselves. Now, if you don't put your name down there, then obviously you won't be talked to. We'll just talk to the officer and say, we got a complaint regarding, let's just say, a traffic stop on this date. Everything that my guys do are body cam, everything they do. So I'll pull the body cam on that date, I'll review it along with the complaint, and see if it matches up.
What would you do? Because this is what I ran into as an officer, because I had my phone out like I do now.
Mhm.
Decides to put his phone in front of the body cam to obviously, block it.
Okay. It's still-
Is that normal behavior at this department or
It's
all departments?
audio, everything's audio. Just because you don't have the body cam going, it's still audio.
Well, yeah, but it blocks what you can see, right?
But you're gonna hear everything that goes on.
Hey, but when you hear things, have you ever heard where a cop was sitting there yelling, "Don't grab my gun, don't grab my gun," and the guy actually wasn't even doing it?
Okay.
It does happen.
Okay.
So I would like to bring to your attention that I really think you guys should update this complaint form and actually give us citizens like somewhere to write, because look, almost all of it except for, I mean, you want my work phone, my phone number, my address, my name, the date. And the only thing you want about the officer is the incident number, and it doesn't even ask what the officer did for me to complain.
Good.
And that's a form of intimidation to me, I think.
Duly noted.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm serious.
No, I'm serious.
I really hope you do note it.
Okay, we'll put it on the back. I mean, if we usually always use the back, I mean, I guess we could attach a blank piece of paper.
Well, yeah, because that's kind of how do I say that in the best way? A little bit hillbilly which I'm all for hillbilly, but when somebody's trying to like say, hey, your guy did something wrong and I'm trying to tell you about it. And I don't want to write it on the back of a sheet. And I also don't want to have somebody demand that, oh, my officer would never do that. Because at the end of the day, some of them do, and those are the ones that got to get going depending on what they do.
Agreed.
Okay. And do I have to turn in my FOIA to anybody or my complaint, like particularly, or just bring it to anybody?
Right here, it comes right here.
Perfect. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Good.
So do I sign here or do I sign under my actual statement? Because then it's not really me signing for the statement itself. That's me signing for my address.
You'd like to sign. You want to sign our statement, you can, or you can sign the front of that. If your statement's attached to that, we're going to know it's you that wrote it.
Now, how's it, but does that bring up any issue when, like, the police, it has to be like a sworn affidavit and all that, it says?
This is just a complaint form. It doesn't have to be notarized or anything like that.
Great.
Like I said, if it's something that we deem that is necessary, we'll bring you back in if you wish to, and you and I'll talk in confidentiality, and we'll address it from there.
Now, if I or someone was to wish to remain anonymous, but maybe give you a contact email in case something arises with that,
Absolutely.
do you guys ensure to keep it private?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you for your help. Lone Wolf says hi.
Have a good day.
Take care. How do we get out? This.
There you go.
See, guys, they got those glass doors that hook me up. That lady came in, so I wanted to hurry up along. So I'm not trying to. Actually, those doors are like that weird glass. I still am curious. Yeah, that was the. Sorry, guys, I was too busy talking to him that I wasn't reading anything. But that was the deputy chief. Elton, something like that. I forget. I recorded it, though. It's on here. Hi, Daddy, of two. But we'll see. I want to check them out at some point again and see if they update. Because, look, guys, this is, at least they do accept them, without doing the whole notary crap. But look at the problem. Shows, I don't know if it's very good. Why is it? It's always shitty on my lives. It says date, name, address, phone, work phone. So now they want exactly where you work so they can harass you there. Incident number, and officer badge number, and then just a signature. So, and they just want you to write it on the back, which, I mean, like I told him, I'm kind of hillbilly anyway. I would do that if I had to. But I just feel like if somebody feels the need to make a complaint against a police officer, they should be respected enough to actually be given like a lined piece of paper. Or like 5 of them if they need it. Yeah, they do. They straight up do need the life story. I don't know if you guys saw that look he gave when I told him that Lone Wolf said, hey. He's probably like, oh, fuck both of them. But, yeah, I was going to fill up my FOIAs, but I was too busy chit-chatting with him and then dealing with that lady walking in. So I think I'm going to wait. But why do I need permission to film a squad car? Yeah, right? I want to know your manager's name while we're at it. And the exact time she works. But I am going to poke around the side here. That's about it. I wish I knew complaint forms. You know what, Anonymous Informer? There is a lot of things. I would, like, some things, like, it's like I knew. Just wasn't even thinking in the moment when your officer at Prue PD was about the biggest scumbag there ever was in the world. And even tried to accuse me of being some big drug user because I'm the one that started calling it out that he was creeping with little 16-year-old girls. you know, and I knew one of them. And, you know, she was young and dumb, dude. She thought it was cool that some little cop that has his little badge and whatever with a wife and kids wanted something to do with her. I tried to tell her, but you know what? When you're a teenager, you don't freaking know too much better than that. Hence why we don't take advantage of teenagers. Right, Officer Brown? Even, actually, Officer Brown, his name's Jeremiah Brown, his crazy brother by the name of Jameson sort of hit me up last summer on Facebook, just called me, "You're a fucking white trash bitch, blah, blah, blah," all this crazy shit for talking about his brother. I was like, well, I didn't say anything that wasn't true, so. So, you know, but now I kind of got a better understanding of it all. I think a lot of us do. Actually, Ray, one of my wonderful subscribers, he informed me that last week, I think he, which one was it? I think he was Title 18 USC Section 14141, and he actually won his case criminally using that. And he was telling, I was like, oh, because he's actually my second person that told me that they took things I said and learned about it and went from there. Another person was a 70-year-old, got a DUI by said Officer Brown. They held her up for about a year, wouldn't give her discovery, all this craziness. By the end of it, she got to walk. Yeah, I know, right? But anywho, guys, I'm going to take off from here. I'm going to go hit up City Hall, hopefully, or wherever I find in this town. Kind of switched my plans around last minute, but that's all right. I also went to Target. Didn't mean to even go to Target, but somehow they sucked me in. But yeah. All right, I will. I will definitely be safe. I drove on the big highways again. Well, kind of big. And I've been so proud of myself because I'm getting way less scared doing it. Sounds stupid, but it's a big deal. I'm telling you. Just ask my driving partner that has to listen to me scream. It's embarrassing. But anyway, all right, guys. Well, you know how I never know how to turn this off, so give me a minute. But bye. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends.